How's it going, chicks and mates? This is Mrjacharles, and we are back with Seduce Me 2, The Demon War. Now, the last thing we were doing was talking to Diana after eating some very nice bread and cheese, and I think we were going to go to a ritual, so let's do that, shall we? I looked up at Diana, suddenly excited. Everything was prepared for? Wait, it's already done? Well, that was quick. That wasn't nightfall, that wasn't tonight, that was like a minute. Was it possible to go home now? As if she read my mind, she smiled and nodded.
We finished the main preparations. We just
good.
need to head over and we'll start.
Okay, I don't trust this though. I bet it's not going to work. I couldn't continue eating. My mind went into an obsessive frenzy of wanting to go home. I stood up, moving the plate and goblet to the nearby table. Let's go!
Are you sure?
Why are you asking that? I nodded, not wanting to waste any more time. I needed to get home, and I was tired of waiting. Diana stared before nodding and heading for the door, opening it for me and exiting after me. As she closed the door behind her, I began to feel my heart fluttered in relieved joy. I was heading home. Why did she ask, are you sure? That seems weird. Oh, all my friends are back! Hooray! Diana led me down the corridors to the war room, where I had originally arrived, to reveal the table covered in plants and artifacts of different kinds. None of it made sense to me, but I had to only assume it was what was needed for the spell to work. Diana walked to the table and took note of what she saw, nodding.
This should work.
Cool, loads of plants and stuff and you just know exactly what works.
You're in doubt?
Oh no, don't get the wrong plant. If you get a sunflower instead of an orchid, then the whole spell goes boom! I feel like there's chemistry in the underworld or something. Like you mix two flowers and they blow up. They make nitroglycerine.
Have to be after the last time we tried sending her home. Do we have a human anchor?
Don't know what that means, but sure.
No, you're on your own this time.
Huh.
But we'll make sure you survive casting it.
Yeah, we'll go just as good as the last time.
This spell should work, however, because we'll be using energy material. It will only require a slice of your energy on top of these items, which your guard can refill immediately after this.
Is this by having intercourse? I know I keep bringing that up, but it's kind of weird Diana did that.
Just make sure you don't die casting it.
Well, you just confirmed to her that she's going to be fine and only use a slice of her energy. How's she going to die if you're only using a slice? Diana smiled at her guard before turning to me.
So, are you ready to return home?
Well, yes, but I'm kind of confused as to why I was here in the first place. She didn't have to ask. I'm ready. Diana nodded once more before turning back to the table. Ah, the dramatic music. I like this music. She lifted her arms over the surface and lowered her head, muttering under her breath. So you're speaking in Latin. It sounds like Latin. I thought it was Spanish at first, but I'm pretty sure it's Latin. As she spoke, the table began to glow as did she. A dark purple aura began to surround her form as she lifted and arched her head back, staring at the ceiling. A glimpse at her eyes made me gasp. Warm golden orbs covered her blood-red irises, glowing with magic. She was deep within the spell, and I could see it slowly draw energy from her body. The items on the table began to gleam wildly, light orbs floating from them and dancing in the air above the table's surface. They began to weave back and forth with each other, almost as if the lights were dancing to a silent tune. The other demons stepped back as Diana moved her arms up and pointed to the dancing lights. Her finger pointed into the air, leading the lights to follow where it directed obediently. She drew a large circle in the air, and the lights followed like a perfect trail, spreading out and forming a large void in the air. As they finally stopped moving, they burst into a bright light, causing the demons and I to cover our eyes from it. Whoa! And then it flashed. It engulfed the room, but died down just as fast, revealing a small tear in the air. Diana quickly leaned forward and dug her hands into it before pulling the tear apart, revealing... Dum dum dum! My bedroom! Oh, cool! We got a portal now. Yeah! Why isn't Damien there begging for me? Diana continued to pull the tear open, giving enough space for me to jump through.
Hurry and go through! This is your chance!
Sure, okay. I can't exactly press the forward button though. Oh look, there's my tap statue. Oh, I missed that tap statue. I wasn't going to let it go to waste. I gripped the bottom of my dress and rushed forward, using momentum to jump into the air and forward towards the void. I could almost reach it. I could feel the air conditioning of my room right at my fingertips. But then... But then...
She will never leave this world alive!
What did I tell you? I saw that coming. But I knew we weren't going to get out that easy. Oh. Well, that's not good. Why is he so desperate for me to stay? The Demon Lord's voice rang through the air just as I saw my fingertips pass through the tear. Oh, did our fingers get cut off when it like... Yeah. What stopped the rest of my body was a red light and force, forcing me and Diana back from the opening. Gah! That sounded nice. Oh, I felt my body fly backwards and slam into the wall before I landed on the stone ground. I heard Diana as well land beside me with a painful thud. I looked up and felt my heart break as the terror became wrapped in red lightning, zipping itself closed and vanishing into thin air. No, this could not be. Damn Demon Lord, with his demonology.
Damn it!
Yep,
It should have worked. How could it have failed?
Demon Lord.
We must have missed something. Was there anything we had forgotten?
Yeah, the fact that Demon Lord doesn't want us to go home.
No. I verified everything myself.
Yep, cool.
Why was the Demon Lord able to overpower a gate spell?
Overpower?
I highly doubt you know either, brute.
Okay.
Stop fighting! We need to make a plan and all of you are just being stupid! Stupid!
Calm down! The spell didn't work. I'm not surprised. It's just how the game works.
Are you alright, Isaiah?
Oh, it's the guard. I missed the guard. If I look very carefully, maybe I can see one of his nipples. Sorry, I do find the guard kind of cute. Hey, you can judge all you want, but in fairness, we are going to be sleeping with 5 guys.
I'm fine.
Yeah, we're still alive, I think. Thanks to your bread and cheese, strengthening us before we did this. I was too lost in my mind to fully understand what was going on around me. I wouldn't understand anyway if I wasn't lost in my mind. I was so close. I felt the other side. I had almost made it home. Instead of actually running in there like a smart person, I decided to just poke my fingers in, and then wait there 5 minutes for the Demon Lord to intervene. What were you expecting? Why couldn't I go home? Diana's grunt of pain next to me made me shoot my head towards her, and I watched her slowly push herself off of the ground and glare at the table.
The Demon Lord must have done something more than simply bring her here.
Oh, am I cursed?
What could he have done?
Curse
The
me!
Demon Lord is incapable of doing anything of the sort. His lackey imps must have done something to her.
Still the Demon Lord's doing, technically. I mean, he probably just told him to do it.
A spell?
Yeah.
Curse.
Yeah, I knew it was a curse. I looked at the rabbit woman, seeing her stare wide-eyed at me. The other demons stared at me as well, and suddenly I felt like I was on display. Was something wrong with me?
She will not leave the demon world alive. He must
Cool.
have placed some sort of curse on her to prevent her from leaving this plane. In order to leave, she'd have to die.
No, I'm very fond of living, thank you. I mean, unless I can become a zombie. I mean, I don't know what Betty would think of that. But you know, a zombie, that would be pretty cool. Maybe I could go for a role in The Walking Dead. Yes! Zombify me! Do it now! What? My mind went blank. Did the Demon Lord really curse me? No, his imps did, apparently. Was I forced to stay in this world until I died? I could never go back? Can't the guys just come visit us? Or can we live here, fight the war, kill the Demon Lord, and then be able to go back? Or do curses not work like that? I thought killing the guy would do the trick.
Are you suggesting a barrier curse?
Cool.
That would explain the red energy that sealed the tear.
Uh-huh.
Dark magic like that requires...
Blood of 1,000 demons. He must have sacrificed part of his army to cast a curse on her that would prevent her from leaving.
He must really, really not want me to lead a happy life.
The Demon Lord is that desperate for her.
That's what scares me.
The only way to break that kind of curse is to kill the caster, the Demon Lord himself.
Oh, good. So we'll just, like, have a fight to the death with him and we'll be fine. He's only a Demon Lord.
She's trapped here until this war is over.
Well, that's fine. I could be a master swordsman like Joan of Arc. I could have one die at a stake. My body began to shiver violently. The Demon Lord killed 1,000 demons, just to trap me here. Why? Why? Well, you did kind of steal his 5 sons. I mean, he didn't care for them much, but still. I slammed my fist into the ground and began to scream. Calm down! I want to go home. Why? You're surrounded by friends. Look, this rabbit girl's concerned for you. I could feel the sympathy and anger in the room, but I didn't care. I was beyond livid. I was far past broken. I was seeing red. Ah! Okay. Whoa! As my voice ripped through the air, a bright light erupted through the room once again. Everyone covered their eyes, but Diana quickly scrambled to get on her knees and covered me with her body. She is seriously desperate to keep me alive, isn't she? Just as the Demon Lord is seriously desperate to keep me dead. She held me tightly as the light invaded the space and slowly began to fade. As the light finally died, everyone moved their hands to see what had happened. Did we teleport, or is it just the fact that everyone's gone now? This place looks different. In the air was a white tear that was slowly opening, facing down towards the table. Something was coming. I could feel it in the air. The guard summoned his spear and pointed it at the tear, glaring at it and gritting his teeth. It's Bay, isn't it? I'm guessing it's Bay. I'm guessing Bay found a way to get back.
Something's coming!
Sure. In reply, Diana summoned what looked like a saber and placed it in front of us.
Ready yourselves! It could be the Demon Lord!
Or it could be Bay. The other demons in the room readied themselves and stared at the tear, either holding a weapon or preparing a spell. I felt the air change, becoming heavier as the tear began to grow. The energy around it began to pulsate, making everyone in the room that much more tense. I stared at the tear as well, frightened as to what was coming. Was it the Demon Lord? No. His minions? No. My mind began to cycle through fearful ideas of what was about to appear. A barrage of moans. Very nice. My heart almost stopped. It's Bay. Well, I was pretty right. Falling from the tear and landing on the table were the 5 Incubi brothers. See? They just brought friends. They were piled on top of one another, having come through one at a time. However, as the last brother landed, the boys fell to one side, toppling off of the table and landing on the floor. Comical! The rebels around me stared at the fallen pile of incubi, confused and surprised. As the tear in the air closed, the ogre man was the first to lower his sword.
What the hell?
Sure, that sounds like he's lowering his sword, shouting at the incubi.
Who are they?
They're the 5 people that I'm in love with, apparently.
Careful, they could be the Demon Lord's men.
Oh, yeah, make this overdramatic. Why hasn't Diana stepped in yet? No! The rebels looked at me as I stood up, Diana following and still protecting me, as I stared at the boys on the ground. They all looked dazed and a bit shell-shocked from having fallen twice in rapid succession. I almost couldn't believe it. There they were, right in front of me. It's about goddamn time! What, did you think, oh, okay, so that she's not at home, and she didn't come to the wedding. She must be in hell! Stupid. My mind couldn't help but remember how I had first met them. They had all been on the floor of my mansion, unconscious and wounded. Now they were in front of me in the demon world. I know them. Ah! It's all 5 of them! All of them look cute, but I have a thing for Damien right now, so I guess he's my man at the moment until he gets replaced. God, I know he still has a good physical figure, but I'm so glad I didn't choose the one in the middle left. I know I've got glasses and stuff, he just looks more like me. And that's just weird. I stared at the one I was meant to marry, seeing him slowly shake his head and rise from the ground. They came to rescue me. He came to rescue me. My heart became overjoyed and full of warmth and happiness. I was going to go home. You can't go home. The Demon Lord cursed you. Just live here. It's fine. You could be a queen. The question was, how? How indeed. But we shall see that in the next episode. So our 5 guys are here. We've got Damien back. I love Damien. Maybe he'll make breakfast for us again. That'd be good. Give me a white rose. Who knows? I'm expecting this game's probably going to be a bit more romantic. So I'm not expecting there to be like a skill tree and be able to fight the Demon Lord. It'll probably be just like a choice of words and stuff, and then everything will be just tied up in a neat bow, and we'll live happily ever after. But until that time, look out for my book, subscribe to the YouTube channel. Until next time, see ya!